2, 1. Super City Improvement Team, go, go, go!
Hello, we are Super City Improvement Team, and we would like to share with you a very big problem in Bristol. Beaver Creek, which is a creek in Bristol, goes through a tunnel underneath Piedmont Avenue, as you can see here, goes almost 90-degree angle, and goes basically through the whole thing. So, Piedmont Avenue is basically just a huge bridge. And without knowing it, you could be going across. The bridge, which is Piedmont Avenue, is falling apart and needs to be repaired.
There are two sides to Bristol, a Tennessee side and a Virginia side. People who live in Tennessee claim the Tennessee side of the bridge, and the same for Virginia. And also, trucks today are heavier than they were when the bridge was built. So, large trucks cannot go on the bridge. Even large fire trucks can't.
The bridge is over 85 years old, and the steel beams are the things that hold the bridge up. We talked with David Metzger, a transportation engineer, about our solution. He said the bridge is over 85 years old, and the water is very dirty, and there are bats that are an endangered species under the bridge.
The bats are keeping us from cleaning the bridge because the bats are in danger. And they're about...
There's your script right there. Your team wants you to pick it up.
We talked with Danielle Smith about the problems in Bristol, and we decided on this because we thought it was a nice problem and it was unique to Bristol, and we thought it was very interesting.
This is the map on the poster.
You can walk around, James.
That's what?
You can walk around.
Hey, Nicholas, can you stand with your face toward us? Yeah, thank you.
It starts at Cumberland Square Park and Bristol in the City of Bristol Virginia Fire Department, and goes through here and ends at Boyd's Bicycle Shop. If the fire trucks go on Piedmont Avenue, if there's a fire in Blackbird's Bakery or the Bristol Public Library, the bridge will collapse.
The other problem with the bridge is we can't repair it. With bats inhabiting the bridge.
The reason why the bats are keeping us from fixing the bridge is because the bats are actually an endangered species of microbats, about this big. And so they're all over the bridge. So if you were to take it down and start to repair it, then all the bats would die, and it would be illegal, since in America, not allowed to disturb endangered bats. Endangered animals.
Oh, and if you look in like 3 of the pictures, you can see animals that are hidden a little bit. Not the Mexican duck here. Over here's a few ducks. This bird right there is a blue heron.
We have
And also, I wrote this list about the bridge and problems with the bridge and the water. First off, there's very dirty water, so no one that has special equipment can go into there. Second of all, it is the second oldest bridge in Bristol. Third, 40 to 50 steel beams. Fourth, no large trucks are allowed, like I said earlier. Fifth, this happens every 100 years. Floods. Sixth, the bats. And last, if all the first 6 problems, if all the first
under the bridge. We shared our solution with Mr. Metzger, the transportation engineer. He said it takes a lot of money to buy the property for the tunnel. Also, it would be very hard to move the bats. Also, there are floods, but floods don't come often.
Do you have any questions?
Yay! That was great. That was great.
When did they start work on the bridge?
They haven't started working on the bridge yet.
Is it, somebody seriously gonna do something about it?
Yes, people are going to do stuff about it.
Okay. Which one?
It does need repair. And if people don't fix it, it's going to fall down.
Yeah, ooh. That would
It's
be a
going to be bad for
liability to the
bats.
city,
It's
yeah.
going to be bad for the fish. It's going to be bad for all the animals inside. It's also going to be bad for the people driving on top.
Are
It's
they
also
gonna-
going to be bad for the buildings.
Yes, it's also going to be bad for the buildings because the buildings are leaning on the supports of the bridge.
Uh-huh.
Building right here.
So,
In
you mentioned
2022,
something
there
about a
might
tunnel.
be a flood.
No. What 100-year floods mean is a
Rob, your audience has questions.
Okay, yes. What are your questions?
And Nicholas might
There was
want to
one
help answer the
question,
questions.
One of the comments you made about a tunnel, and you said it was very costly. What did the city think of that idea?
They said that it could work,
It
but
could
it would
work.
be very costly. It could, not couldn't work.
Yeah, could. Okay. So what would happen to the bats
If what?
if they repaired the bridge or built the tunnel?
You make a tunnel as close to the bridge as possible first, okay, and then you move the bats from the current place to that replica. And then after that, you fix the bridge, and then you maybe try and move the bats back.
So it's
It's-
okay to have bats there?
Yes, it's okay to have bats there, except they're blocking us from repair.
Hey, I have a question for James. James, do you remember what they said about the bats hibernating? Can you tell us? Move a little forward so Rob's not right in front of
I
you.
don't remember much about them saying about the bats hibernating.
Well, I guess my question is, do they hibernate? That's one question.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes?
They're
Does that-
hibernating right now.
Does that affect when people can go into the bridge to repair it or inspect it or?
Yes.
Yes. I was asking Chase. Hold on. Nicholas, do you remember anything about the hibernating bats?
Yes.
Okay, get off the table, Nicholas.
We can only repair the bridge if the bats are awake.
Oh.
That's when we've had.
But if the bats were
Remember our
awake,
house?
Yeah.
then wouldn't it be night?
Wait,
Yeah.
remember
No, they hibernate. They
Nice.
sleep for months.
Remember what we had in the
But-
every summer?
Night
You're
in
allowed to-
summer.
Did you know?
You're
Did you know
allowed
in
to
our old
repair
house
it.
we had bats?
Whenever
told me
they're
that
not
once.
hibernating, because we just don't want to disturb their very
Was
long
our
sleep.
attic a
We
beaver
go there in the day
creek?
because then we can see.
It could have been. It could have been beaver attic.
Yeah.
We want to do it because then people aren't awake at it.
All right, any other questions for these three
People
happy
are.
scholars? We miss Toby. We wish he was here.
Are.
I've seen a bat before, but with bat fleas.
Oh.
It was a little baby bat scratching our
My mom
window.
would- she
That was years ago.